Hi friends, welcome back. If you are new, my name is Nikki. We're trying a different style of video today. So we are going to be watching a reseller video today. If you guys like this series, we can keep doing it maybe a couple times a month. Basically, some of my favorite reselling YouTubers and some people that are new to me, we're just gonna watch their video and I'm going to give you some thoughts, comments on what sells for them, what works for them, what sells for me, what works for me. I just think that it would be insightful, right? Because I find a lot of stuff here in Los Angeles that you may not find, or I may sell different things that you might sell. So I just thought it would be fun. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. I will leave a link to the original video if you want to check out the videos that we do. I don't know. If you guys like this, we'll keep doing it. If you don't, this might be the first and only. We're going to start with Mogi Beth. She's one of my favorite reselling YouTubers. I love that she just gives you the hard, cold facts. Like she's very, you can tell, business minded. Like she gives you numbers, she tells you cost of goods, she tells you what things retail for, what they sell for. She's just very knowledgeable. So I'll leave a link to her original video. In her video, she does shoe bread and butter brands. She breaks down the price, the brands, what they sold for, how many she sold. So I find it really informative, and I thought it would be a good video to watch together because some of the brands that she mentions, I have some thoughts on, and I can give you my experience too. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to start sharing my screen. We're going to watch the video together. If you guys enjoy this, or if you have anyone or a video that you want us to check out, let me know. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoy. Let's jump into it, friends. All right, friends, let's start the video. Let's do this.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Hey,
my name is Mogi Beth.
Okay, first of all, let me pause. I love that she says, hey y'all, when she starts her videos. It reminds me of my family in Texas and Oklahoma. I love it. All right, I just wanted to share that. Now let's keep going, friends.
The reselling business, selling primarily women's clothing and shoes on places like eBay and Poshmark, and today that's what we're talking all about. We're talking about shoes. In the past, I've done bread and butter brand videos. I'll link.
As someone who has recently got into selling shoes, I'm very excited about this because I always tell you guys I used to hate selling shoes. For almost 7 years, I didn't sell any shoes at all. So I was really excited to see like bread and butter brands that sell for her as I get more into selling shoes. All right, let's move ahead and jump into the brands.
Source. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to go through this list alphabetically. So we're actually going to start with the brand I was hesitant to put on here just because it used to sell so much better for me than it does now. But looking over my sales data, I couldn't deny it. So the brand is Haan. I know y'all have heard of Haan. I've sold 23 pairs of shoes, and this is the past calendar year. So March 15th, 2022 to March 15th, 2021, I sold 23 pairs of Haan shoes for an average sales price of $44.17. So,
okay, let's talk about that. I find Haan all the time. I want to say this is one of those brands that I tell you guys that every time I go out thrifting, I probably find this brand. A couple other brands like that, or like Theory, always find it. A lot of you commented in the last video and said that's probably a regional thing. I've talked about that Theory has some stores in LA. They have a warehouse here, I'm pretty sure. So that's not a common thing around the country. But Ann Taylor, I feel like all of us probably find Ann Taylor pretty frequently. And Haan is one of those higher end brands that I find every single time I go thrifting. And this is one brand I agree for myself that I sell quite a bit of. Now, in all honesty though, I sell mostly Haan new that I get retail arbitrage or liquidation. I haven't sold a ton of Haan used, and I want to like dip into that because like I said, I find it a ton at the bins. Usually at the bins it's pretty beat up, but I find it a ton at traditional thrift stores, and I could easily clean those up. So Haan is definitely one that I'm on board with. All right, let's move on to the next one.
That's really good. And that's another thing I love about shoes. They typically have, make a note of that. Okay, let's move on to brand number 2. So the second brand on this list is Franco Sarto.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
actually, after doing research, realized I really need to pick up Franco Sarto more often in the thrift store. But in this past year, I've sold 9 pairs of shoes by Franco Sarto with an average sales price of $42.22.
That's a great average sales
which
price.
is great. Typically, what I'm selling by Franco Sarto is riding boots and self. Okay, let's look over.
I messed up. All right, friends. I'm new to this whole React stream situation, but Franco Sarto is a brand I personally love wearing myself. In all honesty, though, you guys, I don't resell it very often. I got a bunch of Franco Sarto in my recent shoe palette video. I'll link it down below, but I find it pretty frequently in the thrift store, but the styles that I usually find are older styles, like loafers, a lot of block heels, and they're usually like not in the best condition. They usually need some work, but I've noticed that the Franco Sarto, I find it's good quality materials, usually real leather that I find, but sometimes I just feel like they need more work than I'm willing to do. But I should probably look into selling it more retail arbitrage because I find that brand quite a bit at like the discount stores. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what the next one is. How do I make myself small again? This is all so fun. I hope you guys like this style of video. Let me know in the comments down below, but like the actual logistics of it is, I'm still learning, okay? So it's gonna be a little bit of a mess. Here we go.
Number, which you can look up. Okay, so the next pair of shoes, this is a brand I used to sell a ton of. I haven't sold it that much in the past year, but it has still done well for me in what I have sold, and I want to continue to pick it up more. I used to talk about this brand a lot on my channel, and that brand is Quirky.
I just learned about this brand.
Quirkies over the past year for an average sales price of $40.11.
That's a great
One example
ASP.
of a shoe that I've sold this past year is a pair of thrifted Quirky's Kieran platform wedge sandals in a size.
Okay, that is a brand I just learned about. I'm sure I've seen it before, but I just learned about it for the first time where I like looked it up and looked up comps when I got my shoe palette. Again, I'll link that video down below. I got like 5 or 6 pairs, very similar to the pair she's showing right now, so I'm pretty excited about that. I wonder if she mentions if these were thrifted or not. They look thrifted because they look like they're kind of worn. All of mine are new, and they have a bunch of watchers on eBay. So I'm hoping they'll sell. I've only had them listed for, at this point, like a week. So I'll keep you posted. But I cannot recall seeing this brand in the thrift store. If you guys find this a lot while you're thrifting, can you let me know? Because I don't know that it's very common here. Maybe it is, and I've just overlooked it, and now when I start thrifting, I'll see it more and more, but I'm really glad I got them in the palette because it's bringing a ton of attention to my eBay store, so I'll keep you posted. But yeah, that's one brand. When she mentioned that, I was like, but she even said that she sold 2 this year, so maybe she'll sell more, but that's not as many as the Haan and the Franco Sarto that she sold. Let's see what the next brand is.
Size 8 that I had listed sell as well. Okay, number 4 on this list is the brand Naturalizer. This is a brand I really didn't pick up much before doing liquidation, but then through liquidation, I learned that it does really well, and so I'm definitely going to try to pick it up more in the thrift store going forward.
I don't know that I've ever picked this brand up.
As well.
Like ever.
In the past year, I've sold 11 pairs of Naturalizer shoes
considering
with an average sales price of $49.91.
That's a great ASP too. I have never, I'm pretty sure, I'm talking slowly because I always say never, but not that I can recall. I don't think I've picked up Naturalizer thrifted. The ones I usually find are just not trendy at all. And listen, everything we sell does not need to be trendy. You guys know I can't stand, what are those shoes called that everybody loves and I think they're hideous? The flat ones, the sandals, what are they called? You guys know what I'm talking about. My oldies, but my goldies know. I don't know. Stuff doesn't have to be trendy for you to sell it. I've always said that, but then when I find things that I'm not personally like, that I personally like, I'm like, I feel like I'm less likely to sell it. But you know what? I need to get past that. So the naturalizers that I found, I'm usually like, man, the style is kind of like really old. They're not in the best condition. But this, watching her video kind of opened my eyes to, so what? Who cares? If someone out there likes it and I can make a profit selling it, I don't need to like it personally. Birkenstocks, that's the name of those shoes, I guess. Birkenstocks. I've never sold a pair of Birkenstocks because I just see them and I'm like, those are so ugly. I feel so bad saying that, you guys, because I know a lot of you like them. But I'm sure you guys probably would look at some stilettos I wear and be like, that girl is a stripper. Like, what is wrong with her? Why is she wearing those? So we all like different stuff. So I've moved past like only selling things that like bring me joy. I don't really care. I sell golf clubs. I haven't played golf in years. I literally just sold a sex toy. I resold a sex toy that I found at a thrift store. I could do a whole video on that. Yeah, it was new, friends, I should mention. But all that to say, this just kind of opened my eyes that I should really branch out to brands that I've never sold or picked up. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. That was a long tangent. If you want to see the sex toy video, let me know in the comments down below.
Going to do better than others. Okay, number 5 on this list is Sam Edelman. I sold 28 pairs of Sam Edelman in the past year with an average sales price of $58.56. Again, I think that's sold her.
First of all, her ASP is like amazing. I think, like, you know, my ASP last month, I track it monthly, was $42, and that's the highest it has been in a year. I'm trying to slowly get up, you know, keep my ASP between 40 and 50 bucks, which isn't easy when most of the stuff you sell is thrifted. So that ASP is great. I personally love wearing Sam Edelman shoes. I feel like it's a brand that recreates really trendy, high fashion pieces at a more affordable price. I say affordable because Sam Edelman, like some of the boots can go up to I think the most expensive pair of Sam Edelman boots I purchased was $300, and it lasted me for 4 years. Well, I've had I still have them. So I know it's not super affordable, but it's also not like, you know, super expensive, and they do really trendy stuff. I haven't personally sold a lot of it. The one reason is a lot of the Sam Edelman I find, and this is a brand I also find quite a bit. It's really beat up and it needs more work than what I want to put into it. But this like kind of opens my eyes again that maybe I should consider doing some retail arbitrage, you know what I mean? And picking up Sam Edelman, because I know I love the brand personally. I like wearing a lot of their stuff. Maybe when I'm just shopping for myself, pick it up. And maybe even test out picking up some thrifted items. Let me know if you have a lot of luck with Sam Edelman.
Some boots on average. Pick them up. Okay, so the next brand on this list, similar to Naturalizer, is one that I didn't really pick up much before liquidation, but now that I want to start picking up more in the thrift store, and that is the brand Soft. It's got 2 F's.
I had never heard of this brand until I
in the past year. I've sold only 2 pieces by this brand, but I have an average sales price of $98 for the 2 pieces that I've sold, and that's because both pieces have been knee-high boots.
I love selling boots, friends. I love selling boots. They just have an average higher sale price because usually they retail for more. I've never heard of that brand until I watched this video, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay, this is a brand I should be on the lookout for. I can't recall even finding it in the thrift stores. I don't even recall seeing it at like a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx or a Nordstrom Rack situation. If you guys have, I think actually I have seen it at Nordstrom Rack. I've never sold this brand. This is a brand I've never sold. If you guys have had luck with finding this brand, let me know in the comments down below, but I'm definitely like adding it to the noggin about brands to be on the lookout. All right, so what did you think? Let me know in the comments down below, because this is a very popular style of video, and other like this is just a genre on its own. There are channels where all people do are react to other videos. But it's usually like, you know, skit videos. They're reacting to like bloopers, or they're reacting to pranks and stuff like that. I've never seen anyone kind of react to a reseller video, so I thought that this would just be fun because they're some of my favorite types of videos to watch, like on TikTok and YouTube. It's just fun. So let me know what you thought. If you guys enjoy this, we'll keep doing it. Maybe, like I said, a couple a month. I'll upgrade the technology, because that, when I was sharing my screen and recording myself, I was just using my camera on my iMac and it wasn't the best quality. But if you guys like it, I can, you know, upgrade the equipment, make it better quality. So yeah, let me know. And I feel like this would be a good way for me to discover other reselling YouTubers also. We'll start out like with my faves, but it would be nice to find some new people to watch. I've kind of talked about this on my channel before, but YouTube tends to only recommend the same people to me all the time. It's very hard for me to find new content, new creators. That's one thing I really love about TikTok. TikTok is constantly like, their algorithm is actually kind of scary because it knows what I've liked. It knows what I actually watched till the end. So it will recommend similar stuff, similar creators, and it shows me new people all the time. YouTube does not do that. So that's why I was thinking that this could be a cool series for us to like be introduced to new reselling YouTubers together. You know what I mean? So like I said, I will leave a link to Mogi's channel down below. Subscribe, give her a thumbs up. All right, friends. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm pretty sure the next video I post will be a Goodwill outlet trip. So subscribe if you like Come Thrift With Me's Goodwill outlet videos, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.